Good evening, everyone. Welcome to class. It's 6 p.m. on Thursday. This is J560 graduate class, managing online public relations in the IUPUI School of PR and Journalism. So welcome to class, everybody. Last week, again, for everyone, we had technical difficulties, so you get a freebie class. Woo! Gotta love that. It's like free A. And then tonight, so we were talking LinkedIn and Pinterest tonight. So quick night. We got a lot to talk about. Social media fail of the week. Anybody that's here have anything? You know, for I'll give you 5 points extra credit, 10 points extra credit. Anybody have any comments or anything that happened crazy in the interwebs? No? Shoot. Okay. So this is the one that I'll talk about for this week. From the New York Post. I get a lot of stuff from the New York Post because they have a whole social media fail section. It's Kanye. All right, Kanye's tweeting up a storm this past week, man. He's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't know if he just does it to get attention. I don't know if he's just really thinks the way he tweets, but you never know. So Kanye got into it with a rapper called Deadmau5, DJ Deadmau5. He wears a big cover over his head, kind of looks like Mickey Mouse, and actually Disney and Deadmau5 had a copyright infringement. And Deadmau5 won that because he said, it really is his mouse head is a little bit different than Mickey's. So they were tweeting back and forth, and Kanye, it's awesome. Okay, so where is it here? I love it. I love it. Kanye, on the 1st of March, okay, so 2 days ago, he was tweeting with Deadmau5, and he tweeted a screenshot of his computer, and on his computer, up at the top, you could see the tabs that were open in his browser, how you can have multiple tabs open. And Kanye had Pirate Bay open. And you guys know what Pirate Bay is? Anybody? No? Okay, so Pirate Bay is a torrent download site. It's an illegal download site where you can get, music, movies, books. I mean, seriously, software, anything at all. Uh-oh. Somebody's giving us a call. Is that me? Is that you guys? Incoming video call from unknown. Oh, that's not fun. Sorry, that was me, guys. Okay, so Kanye's tweet showed Pirate Bay, and on Pirate Bay, you could see the first few words of what it was that he was searching in Pirate Bay, and it was XFE. And what XFE is, it's a record company's label. So it's XFER Records, okay? So that one can only assume that is what Kanye was looking up, and he was downloading something illegally. Well, Deadmau5 retweeted Kanye's tweet and completely called him out and stuff like that. I mean, it was funny, and he said that he said, hey, this is illegal, and you're trying to download a software that costs less than $200. But Kanye is millions of dollars in debt, so. There is a social media fail of the week. You can check it out. It's actually still up. But there you go. After Kanye got called out by Deadmau5, he just kept continuing to get on Deadmau5 and call him out and things like that. So, there you go. That's the social media fail of the week. So let's talk LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn. I hope that you guys, now that you're using LinkedIn and posting on LinkedIn, hopefully reading, making your profiles more robust as you see things that you like, or maybe something that comes up in your newsfeed. For business, LinkedIn is the tool. It is a completely powerful tool. I know a bunch of upper management, CEOs, COOs, like owners of big, large corporations and companies. They're on no other type of social media, but they actually are on LinkedIn. Okay, so LinkedIn has all types of benefits. All right, the first one for class here, just on a personal level, LinkedIn. If you have a LinkedIn account, somebody Google searches you, like a future employer or this or that, just because you have your own online brand, which is part of this class. When they look at that, I mean, you will always be in the top 10. LinkedIn pages are always in the top 10. All right, so hey, welcome to class 24.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're talking LinkedIn and Pinterest tonight. So your searchability here with LinkedIn is great, including on a business level. Okay, so there you go, and I can hear you. Say hello.
Hello.
Hey, Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. I am so glad that it's working tonight. Cool. All right. So, LinkedIn. Okay. So on a personal page, I'm going to go to my page and just kind of scroll through it real quick here and tell you about a few things. If you don't, hopefully everybody has a picture. Okay. If you don't have a cover photo, you can put a cover photo on your LinkedIn page. Okay. So if you go to my LinkedIn page, we're all connected. This and that. You can see my cover photo is from my Do It Indy days. It's a picture of Indy Val, myself, and Tolan talking with the anchor there. So I just thought that was something cool to put. It's professional but yet fun at the same time. So absolutely have a cover photo on there. All right. You can personalize everything on your profile. Okay, and I love that. So underneath my name, it says New Media Specialist. Adjunct Prof. If you hover over that, a little pencil tool will come up, okay? And on the pencil tool right there, make that, talk about what you are. Talk about not just your job, but make that who you are. I like to say that I'm an adjunct prof because I think it's absolutely cool to help spread knowledge. I think it's fun. And, I talk about that along with my day job, okay? Before I had that, I've talked about, like, things that I've volunteered in or been, like, maybe on a board or something like that. That's a completely legit area to put that, okay? So as we scroll down, you'll see a summary on mine. That's left over from old LinkedIn. Old LinkedIn, you used to have to put this little summary about yourself, okay, up there. And, so you can use that or not, but put a couple sentences on there. Is this kids? Are they your kids, Sarah? Hey, buddies, what's up, dudes? Welcome to class. Hey. All right, cool. All right, as we keep going down, obviously your experience, LinkedIn is your virtual resume. Have a very good one on there. Put everything on that you've done. There's no such thing on LinkedIn as having too much. If you look at my LinkedIn account, I go all the way back to when I was in college. I talk about working as a sports reporter and page designer for the Anderson Herald Bulletin, okay? You might not necessarily put that on your actual resume, but have that on there. And plus, number two, you can tag your companies. If you see above that, I have Moonstruck Chocolate Company, and I have the the little Moonstruck guy. I ran a coffee and chocolate shop right out of college just for fun with one of my best friends. So you can actually tag the company. It'll go to the company pages. Okay. So projects are okay. I've actually never done these projects, but other people have. That's if you do something cool, collaborative. I have had people in grad classes and undergrad classes use your your projects, your major work on that level. Organizations, I think that's important. Organizations and volunteer, okay? Anybody in your professional realm, any like future employers, they're going to want to see that type of stuff. So please put that on there. You see I have PR and social media volunteer, communications volunteer, and just another volunteer that I help out now with my current job in our wheelchair sports department. Okay, and then honors and awards, fill that out. Courses, I just have a couple things on there. I don't think it's necessary, but we get down to what some people think is dumb, but what I think is a very important part is skills and endorsements, okay? You see that I have the most endorsements in media relations, public relations, blogging, social media marketing, and then the list kind of goes on, all right? Use these things. Some people say it's ridiculous because, yes, LinkedIn does prompt you to endorse people, but I think it's good, and I think people absolutely think that's legit, okay? You get down to education, additional info, and the one thing that I wanted to show you there after additional info, which a lot of people do not take advantage of, and as you see, I don't have a lot of them, are the recommendations, okay? Please do the recommendations. Help yourselves out. Help other people out. If you ask somebody for a recommendation, do one back for them on LinkedIn, okay? It's a big deal. And then groups and following. So please, I'm going to go through in the next week and check out your LinkedIn profile. So please have a, filled out, fun, robust type of LinkedIn profile. You can use mine. Another really good one that I always tell my students to go look at is Jay Baer, the author of some of the books. Some of you read Jay Baer's book. He's great. He's a social media marketing professional. He knows his stuff. He has an awesome profile. Okay? So now that's personal. So we're going to switch real quick and we're going to talk LinkedIn for biz. I love it. I've used it for several organizations. I've used it for some nonprofits. Now I use it for a nonprofit hospital, which with at Mary Free Bed. I've used it for one or two for-profits. But being a business, you need to strategically try to figure out what it is that you're using LinkedIn for. Okay, just like any other platform. I use LinkedIn for Mary Free Bed. If you guys go to Mary Free Bed, use it for recruiting, number one, which LinkedIn is great. You're going to get amazing people. You'll get better people off of LinkedIn, in my opinion, than you do off of just regular job sites if you're out there on the internet. All right, awesome stuff. So analytics, you can have paid advertisements. You can pay to boost your posts. I mean, all of these things are possible on the LinkedIn platform. Personally, I've only used pay to boost my post on there because you can actually pay to boost your page, like in news feeds or when they're looking at, if people were at the Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital page and then they go to like other healthcare organization pages, you can have that on there as advertisements and ads. It's pretty, I guess I could say, where I have a love-hate relationship with Facebook advertising, and sometimes I question their numbers, where they get that stuff from. LinkedIn, I've always thought is pretty right on. I have a good ROI on LinkedIn. I promoted jobs on LinkedIn, like specific jobs, if I've had a job posting. And with that, I've targeted down. Okay, we had a nursing positions open up, so I could target nurses in certain zip codes, that had that were RNs, so only people with their degrees. And then I could also tag, with helping our HR department recruit people with 3 years experience, 5 years experience. All of these things are possible through LinkedIn, and it's a really, really amazing tool. Okay, but it costs. All right, so that's the catch. I mean, the free ride is absolutely over on social media. You can do fun stuff on LinkedIn, and you're out there, but if you are a business, in order to make it viable and tangible for you, it's just like kind of like Facebook. You have to use money now, not a ton of money, but I think it is worth the investment on LinkedIn. Okay. Let's see here. What else do I want to skim through LinkedIn? Anybody have any questions on LinkedIn here before we switch to Pinterest? I've been talking really fast.
Okay.
Go for it.
Okay, I have a question. How can you really expand a company's brand on LinkedIn besides for just saying that we offer this service or that service, or to promote that this business is looking for personnel? I mean,
Sure.
what does the company really get from LinkedIn besides potential employees?
Okay, besides the employee factor, LinkedIn is just like any other social media platform, okay? And it's all about your connections. It's about the content that you put out, it's about your connections, and it's about how you use those, okay? I use LinkedIn specifically for, I don't post the same stuff that I post on LinkedIn, that I post on Twitter, Instagram. Some of the stuff is the same that I have on there, but I do a lot more, how would I call it? Not professional, just not as much cutesy stuff, fun stuff. I do a little bit more professional, a little bit more selling, and it helps spread the word. I really, really think, you can look, if you go into the analytics of LinkedIn and you look at the page analytics, I mean, it's awesome, the stuff they give you. You can look at your page views versus your retention versus the people that come back. It's not as robust as Facebook analytics, but it's good analytics. It's constantly evolving, just like every social platform. So I think spread your brand, spread your knowledge. The people that are on LinkedIn are different than the people that are on Facebook, that are on Twitter. It's and it all depends on what your company or your organization is. Like it doesn't. So I used to do work for a sports bar and grill. I didn't put them on LinkedIn just to get them, but like Mary Free Bed being a rehabilitation hospital, I absolutely have them on LinkedIn. I used to do work for a staffing agency, and of course, a staffing agency, would have that. I mean, do you get what I'm saying? How LinkedIn's different? And then I'll also say the SEO implications again. LinkedIn is very good. LinkedIn and Google, they're buddies. Okay, so they work. So like I was saying, you'll never find a page that's not on the front page, of a Google search.
Mm-hmm.
Sonny, you get it? Is that cool? Sonny? Hello?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Are you still, we'll talk more about it. We can talk after class, and I mean, we can really dig down in. If you have a certain organization or group, we can analyze what that is. And then, how would you potentially use LinkedIn? Cool.
Okay.
Cool. Right on. Okay, so any other?
My co- my my connection is really bad. I'm gonna pop off real quick and come back on and see if it's better.
Okay, cool. Right on. Okay, any other LinkedIn questions, everybody? Or comments? All right, awesome. So let's talk Pinterest. It's part of class. You have a board. Did everybody here use Pinterest before class?
Yeah.
Pretty much. No. Okay, I see a couple shaking heads. Okay, so like Valerie, you are a new user to Pinterest. Um, Pinterest is awesome too. I never ever thought I would use Pinterest like I do for business. And to be honest with you, the first business that I've ever used Pinterest for is Mary Free Bed, and my day job, and I think it's absolutely awesome. Okay. On a personal level, I love it because my wife. Okay, so my wife is Slick LaRue, and you can follow her on any of the interwebs and stuff like that. She's really active, and she has like 1,000,000 boards and pins, and I love it because she finds recipes. I mean, personally, it's cool. Uh, to me, it's almost like a virtual type of scrap board, or pen board, things like that. That's Pinterest. I kind of look at it like that. And so, as a man, I guess, I've used it to find some cool information, just like any other social media channel. It has cool information. But I think on a personal level, it's just not my thing. There's a thing, if you go on, it's awesome, and I tried it for a little bit. There's an app called Mantrist, okay? And what is it, Pins for Men, things like that, where it's supposed to be, all dude, techie, geeky stuff, and it's okay. I've used those, but it's just kind of like Pinterest. But I'll tell you this, for our demographic that we go after with Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital, which are females, really kind of age 30 to 65, maybe even 70 or something like that. I mean, it's a win-win situation. And we have boards for all of our different programs at Mary Free Bed. We have boards for when we've been in the news. We've had boards for just culture at Mary Free Bed. And I love the way that it can really, everything's right there in front of you. It's not like Facebook or Twitter. I mean, if you're looking at it, you're looking at the boards, you know exactly what you're looking at. It's right there. It's simple. So, okay, so 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago now, when I started at Mary Free Bed, let me pull it up. If you guys want to pull up Mary Free Bed's Pinterest, I'm going to talk about it for just a hot second. All right, Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation Hospital. Okay. So we have 31 boards, 657 pins, 25 likes, 425 followers, and we're following 355 people. So it's not a lot, to be honest. I know a lot of organizations or businesses that have a lot bigger numbers than that, but excuse me. For us, it's really worked. I've been able to divert a lot of our website traffic through Pinterest. I pin a lot of blogs, I pin a lot of pages, okay? And in that and doing that, I put a lot of videos. I mean, it's a great way to lead people, to direct people. I've got a bug in my throat. Excuse me. Let me ask you guys, has anybody here ever used Pinterest for business in this class? Nobody? Okay. Mm-hmm. If you go to big brand pages, like I follow Coca-Cola because I just love Coca-Cola as I'm drinking Coca-Cola out of my Darth Vader cup here. I like it because I think it's cool. I like Target. Target's really, really good at Pinterest, too. They hit the demographic on the head, and they have some good stuff if you want to see some good business implications. So now, again, just like LinkedIn, just like Facebook, just like Twitter, you have analytics in Pinterest, and you can also use money. You can have promoted pins in Pinterest. It's awesome. I love it, love it, love it, okay? I've done both. I don't think the ROI. I think the ROI on Pinterest is kind of like Facebook. Sometimes I look at the conversions, that it says I'm having on Pinterest, and it'll tell me I have, let's say 300, clicks through from my pins to maryfreebed.com for a month. Okay, cool, that's great. So I go to Google Analytics and I try to look back and think, okay, so the numbers should match, and it's always smaller on Google Analytics. And it's always smaller on Facebook too, and I just scratch my head at that. I mean, I've talked with a lot of people that work with websites and this and that, and we chat about why don't the numbers match up, but it's just one of those things. So again, social media analytics, if I would look at them in like an age, I think they're about a 5 to 7 year old, if that, and they're just getting better as each year goes by. Every platform that they have better native analytics, and things like Hootsuite and Sprout Social, you can use those CMS systems to really pull in some good metrics too. And again, you always have to analyze, okay? Okay, so I want to talk about, it was, if you see here, our Cancer Plus, if you go to Mary Free Bed's Pinterest page, it's our Cancer Plus Wellness Program board. It's right at the top. That was a series of videos that I did, and so I wanted to put some money behind that. If you click on the board, you'll see that there's, okay, pop up here. There's yoga, there's eating healthy, there's stuff that just takes you to our hospital and things like that, okay? I put money, and this is what is cool too, you can put money behind a pin, you can put money behind a board, okay, and you can tailor that stuff right down to who you are targeting, okay? So, and if anybody's ever done any Facebook advertising or Twitter advertising, it's just like that. It's not as robust, okay? But they have a very good native, excuse me, form of advertising, okay? The one other thing that I've never done on Pinterest that you can now do is sell. So when you're looking on Pinterest and you're looking at pins, this is a great use and form of this for business. You'll see a little dollar sign and like a little blue button thing. I mean, that's fantastic. So if you're in a business that, in my opinion, would appeal to to females and things like that, and females really, I don't even think females in their 20s are using Pinterest much anymore. So I would say maybe 30 and above, Pinterest will work great for you or something like that. Okay, any questions? Anything on Pinterest? Anyone? I know I'm just flying through this. Yes, what's up?
Can we share our blog also on Pinterest? Or I mean, I haven't done it so far, so I was just inquisitive. Can we put our blog that we are writing?
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. I was talking about using Mary Free Bed and how I do that. Now, the one thing you need to do, and I wanted to tell a couple of you guys is it's great that we have a bunch of you guys in class tonight. Start to put some pics with your, your said blog post if you're not doing that. Some of you are doing that, but there are a couple of you that, aren't putting any type of visual, anything with your blogs, and absolutely do that. That, number one, okay, does a couple things. It helps with your SEO. So, okay, what I mean by that is what you name your pic, the spiders and the algorithms, they pick up on that stuff now, okay? So, let's say you're doing something, you're talking about the article review that's due this weekend, and you call it about whatever, your article review is, like the title, not exactly like it, but something similar, okay? But yes, go for your blogs, pin your blogs. You can pin your blog and push it to Twitter. That's a completely good dual usage of pushing out and stuff like that. All right, remember how I told you, never put your Twitter to your Facebook feed and stuff like that, but you absolutely can tweet out, a pin in Pinterest and things like that, and so it's awesome. And please do it. And you guys, if you're not sharing your blogs, share your blogs. Again, that is your content. It's awesome content. You guys are doing really good with your writing, okay? There's some good stuff. So, woo, thumbs up on that. So, yes, Pinterest. Again, on your J560, you're supposed to have your J560 board, Risha, with Pinterest. Put your blogs in that. You can also put anything social media, communications and stuff like that in that, to get your Pinterest. All right. Any other questions, guys? Gals? No? Okay, cool. All right, let me see here. Let me go over my Pinterest notes real quick. Oh, yes, video, okay. Pinterest is all about the visual aid. There are a few things that I haven't talked about, okay. Yes, you can pin videos. So please do that. You'll see on Mary Freebed's page I've pinned several videos from YouTube. Okay? And then, this is what I love, it's all about the infographics. Everybody's seen them on Pinterest. Long things, the infographics, talking about this and that. Infographics are king. I finally got Mary Freebed to start using them. Our annual report just came out a couple weeks ago, and in the annual report there are a series of numbers with just little, tidbitty things that represent programs in our hospital. And I've been using those on the Mary Freebed social media sites. I mean, they're great. So please use those in Pinterest. Repin other people. It's very, very easy. There are infographic generators out there. I mean, if you guys want to, find some of those things. There's templates if some of you are designers. I've seen some infographic templates for Microsoft Word, because you can save those as JPEGs now and stuff like that. So cool things, cool things. Any other questions? Well, right on. All right, guys. That is it. So, a couple more reminders. Tonight by 9, your final web video topic is due. A couple of you have already submitted ideas. Again, if you have, a thumbs up. I have those down. And if you haven't, let me know. Tweet me, DM me. Excuse me. I've got a frog in my throat again. Talking too much. And then, excuse me. Article review 2 on LinkedIn is due the end of this week. And then next Sunday, March 13th, midterm web video posted on YouTube, put into a blog post, and then you send me the blog post link like you normally do via OnCourse, okay? Mm-hmm. So hopefully you've been shooting and you're kind of getting down into that editing part. If you have not, please do that quickly. The shooting goes quickly. The editing, will take a little bit longer, all right? Stay within the requirements. I've sent those to you on OnCourse. And again, let me know any questions. I am here to help. PC, Windows Live Movie Maker, Apple, Mac, you can use iMovie. Those are the two softwares that are free, cheap, and they will meet all the requirements you need for class. So thank you. It is 6:30, and Thursday night. It's getting dark here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. And I hope everybody has a good week. Keep using the hashtag J560 everywhere, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.